This is an early reaction to Daredevil Born Again. This is our social media reaction for Daredevil Born Again. I have seen the first 5 episodes.
I've seen the first 3.
I will have seen all of them when we review it next week. We will do mild spoilers next week, and I will tell you about the whole thing. Here are my brief thoughts. The first 15 minutes of the first episode is the best thing that Marvel's ever done on Disney Plus. Now, who else said that?
That would be me.
Alan Ng. And I agreed with Alan. It's an epic part of this action sequence goes into a single shot that is jaw-dropping and incredible. And major things happen with beloved characters in that first 15 minutes that sets off the events of this series, because then we cut to, after that, the consequences of that a year later. There are, and people might complain that you've heard rumors. He's not Daredevil for a lot of it. He's Daredevil in spirit. There are parts that evolve into a courtroom drama. We see the Kingpin.
Oh, we can't give away plot points.
Yeah. We see the Kingpin and it's kind of, I would say this, and I don't mean this as an insult. We've seen things that you could compare to Penguin, but they're different. So I'll just say it's a very compelling drama, even without Daredevil in the costume. One last thing I'll say. So what I'm saying is I'm riveted. I'm loving it. I have a few annoyances, like they tend to elevate certain non-essential characters. They give them a lot to do, and I find that kind of boring. But there's something that happens in episode 5 I'll discuss next week, which could have been a great episode. Great. It was set up to be an amazing episode, where there is a cameo from another Marvel character that has no place being in Daredevil. That if episode 6 takes it further, I will be colossally disappointed. Those are my thoughts. Is so far so good, going in the wrong direction. We'll see if it sticks the landing. Alan, quick thoughts from you, and then we'll go to chat.
Okay. So I've only seen the first 3, so I don't know what you're talking about. Episode 1 to me is I'm hyperbolic. I'll admit that, but I think it's one of the most perfect first episodes of a series because it explains where we've been, where we are, and then just sets the stage. Reintroduces us to the characters, primarily Matt and Fisk. And they are both in very different positions, different places in their lives. And that first episode just introduces all that, gets all the exposition you need out of the way, sets up the chess pieces, and then ready. The first move is episode 2. It's just perfect and brilliant. Episode 2, the reason I love this is because it has something to say. You're gonna soon figure out what is up with Daredevil, what is up with Matt Murdock, what is up with Wilson Fisk. Why are they doing things that are very different from the Netflix series? And it says something about humans and humanity, which is what I've wanted Marvel, what I've wanted Star Trek, what I wanted all this science fiction going on today to do, is to comment on humanity. Make difficult choices. You forget that every time Matt enters a fight with somebody, Matt doesn't come out so well at the end, even though he wins. The other thing that happens in episode 2, which you don't see anymore in anything, is romance. And it was just really refreshing to see that come back and see certain characters find a somebody. I can't. Then the third one, again, just to compound on why this series is just building up. The third one is a court case. This is kind of harkening back now to the original. Matt's a lawyer. And there's a there I can't give you too much detail about
Well,
it.
just
But,
there's a
but it involves
courtroom drama.
a
Look,
courtroom drama, and it plays out in a very courtroom way, and it's like, oh man, so here's why Daredevil, at least up until episode 3, I have to keep calling that because as you say, it could fail us at any moment. But the reason why, at least up until episode 3, it works is because this series of Daredevil is grounded. Because you can understand and feel and know why Wilson and Matt are doing the things they do. Also, the action that takes place in Daredevil feels like it could take place today on the streets of New York.
And it's R-rated. I mean,
and it's R-rated.
You saw a lot of the violence in the trailer. It's there.
Yeah. So, there's a high body count in the first 15 minutes. Let's put it that way.
That first 15 minutes will get people talking. And what I do like, it is grounded. It feels like the least Disney thing Marvel has made in a while. I'm excited to finish it, but I'm cautious because of a cameo that I'll talk about next week.
Bill W. She-Hulk incoming. Oh,
I'll tell you this. It's not She-Hulk. Alan, I put it in the private chat. Can I see your reaction to reading it?
Hold on.
That's your reaction? Can anyone guess? Yeah, exactly. There could have been a good cameo. This cameo is not going to be great.
I'm sorry, you just threw me. You just threw me with that.
What are you talking about?
The revelation. I'm
dude,
just shaking. I'm shaking.
I'll tell you about it after the show, and we'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
We will ask the chat if they want me to spoil it next week. No spoilers, just overall impressions. My overall impression is very good, but yeah.
Mine is welcome back. For at least for now.